the Judgement Parables. We have Luke's Gospel with the rich man and Lazarus. We have Matthew's Gospel with the unmerciful servant, and Matthew's Gospel with the sheep and goats. The rich man and Lazarus tells us that how we treat people will be how we will be judged, will be what we are judged on. And once we have been judged, that judgment is fixed. So if we end up in heaven or hell, that judgment is fixed. So once you're in heaven or hell, you can do nothing about your fate. It's also important to note that there is a gap between heaven and hell which can never be breached. Therefore, if you're in heaven, you're in heaven, you're in hell, you're in hell. And ultimately, if we want to end up in heaven, we have to follow God's law, because that's what Abraham tells us within the parable. Then we have the unmerciful servant. The unmerciful servant teaches us that we'll be judged on our ability to forgive. If God is going to forgive us, we have to forgive others. If we refuse to forgive others, then God can't forgive us. Therefore, to get to heaven, not only do I need to ask for forgiveness, I need to be forgiven and forgive. And then at the end, Peter asks Jesus, how many times should you forgive? And Jesus responds, we should forgive 70 times 7 times. Now that is not a mathematical equation. 7 in Hebrew means perfect. So ultimately it's perfection times perfection. So we just keep forgiving. There is no number. So we will be judged on our forgiveness. If we don't forgive, we go to hell. If we do forgive, we go to heaven. So that's the judgment. Parable of the sheep and goats. The sheep are the good people. The goats are the bad people. The good helped others. The bad did not help others. By helping others, they helped God, even if they didn't know that that's what they were doing. And by not helping others, they did not help God, even if that's what they didn't know they were doing. Because of this, the sheep go to eternal life in heaven, and the goats will go to eternal damnation in hell. Therefore, we are judged by our actions towards others. So God is going to judge us on Judgment Day. There'll be a resurrection split into the sheep and goats. The sheep will go to heaven. The goats will go to hell because of the actions that they did. We need to follow the law, rich man and Lazarus, and how we treat others. So we'll be judged on our ability to follow the law and our actions. Unmerciful servant, we're going to be judged on our ability to forgive. Sheep and goats, how we treat other people. I hope that helps.